Okay, and that is correct. Notice he subtracted 3x from both sides, gave him a 4y equals negative 3x plus 16. Divide both sides by 4, gives us negative 3/4 x plus 4 in our slope-intercept form. Slope is negative 3/4. Our y-intercept is 4. All right. It's a mic. Maybe you want.
Why not? That's wrong with the try.
You don't have to push so hard. Just... Guys, knock it off.
Is that an X or a Y? Can you explain it? No, I like it. We can't understand. What does that say? Dividing it. You're going to get it into
Gentlemen, I like the way those of you who don't come up here are very good at sniping at the people who do.
Oh, I got word.
Okay, so he started by adding 7x to both sides. Right, we have negative 7x, so we're going to add 7x. We get negative 5y equals positive 7x plus 25. We divide through by the negative 5. We get y equals negative 7/5 x minus 5. So our slope is negative 7/5. Our intercept is negative 5. Now, so when we graph, so as a quick review, graph this line real quick right now. X equals 5. Graph that line.
Can I do it?
Shh. I'm going to do it.
You shouldn't. That got it wrong good time, so.
Graph this line. Quickly, graph this line. All you have to do is graph it. It should take you about 1 second. Put your hands down. Now, I have a question. Is this going to be a horizontal line or a vertical line? Vertical. And it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. So you should get a vertical line at 5. Right there. Now, that was just a quick review. But the thing is, we need to graph these. You are going to be graphing these. Now, how you do this? Well, first of all, we find our slope and our y-intercept. So the slope here is 3. Remember, that really means 3 over 1. Rise over 1, run. 3 over 1. Our y-intercept is negative 4. So first, we're going to plot our y-intercept. Y-intercept is right there, negative 4. This is our negative 4. It's right there. Then we do our rise over run. They're both positive, so we're going to go to the right and we're going to go up. Remember, that's what positive means. Positive means going to the right, and it means going up. Negative, left and down. But remember, if this is a negative, only one of them is negative. We'll do that in the next example. Don't. This question header in about 20 minutes. So we're going to go our rise and run, right? Our rise is 3. So we're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. There's our rise. Our rise was 3. We're going to go, our run was 1. That's our run. Rise over run. We go up 3. We went over 1. So another point in that line would sit right there. That's what the slope means. Slope of 3 means 3 over 1. But remember, 3 over 1. That's our change in y over our change in x. Remember these little symbols. So we're going to go up 3 and to the right 1, and that's going to tell us where another point on that line is. Shh. Once I know where 2 points are, I can draw my line like that. Something like that. So that gives you your line. But all we did, we plotted the y-intercept, we applied our rise and our run, and it gives us our second point, and we can draw in our line. Questions? We connect the 2 points. Now, here's another one. Now look up here. Any questions about the first one? Positives tend to be easy. It's when we start having negative slopes they get a little tricky. Now remember, as a check, if it's a positive slope, it's going to go up into the right. Negative slopes are going to go down into the right. They're going to go down. So that's a check if you did things right. Now this one, my slope is negative 1/3. Does that mean both values are negative? Just one of them. Doesn't matter which one, but really this is either negative 1 over positive 3, or you could say it's positive 1 over negative 3. It doesn't matter. But the negative sign only applies to either the top number or the bottom number. Not to both, because if it was on both, the number would be positive. That'd be a negative divided by negative or a positive. To be a negative, only one of them is negative. Keep that in mind. What? So one of these is going to go, depending on which one we are, it's either going to go down or to the left. One's going to go either up or to the right. Yeah, well, it could. In other words, a negative over negative is the same as saying a positive. Positive or positive, negative, negative. You'd end up in the same place. Okay. My y-intercept is positive 4. So when I plot this, I go up to 4. There's my y-intercept. Now, I can go 1, negative 1, and then up 3. 1, 2, 3 to there. There's my rise and run, and that would put my point. But I want to show you something. If we use the other one, which was negative, right? If I went over to the right one, and I went down 1, 2, 3, notice those 3 points are all on the same line. It doesn't matter which way you go, you're going to end up with the same line. Yes, sir.
But you're running with a negative 1 and it's rising. Or decreasing.
I want to show... No. Hush. All of you, look this way. Whether I apply the negative 1 over 3, so I went negative 1 and then up 3, because it's positive, I get a second point. Or if I went to the right one and I went down 3, which is, this is my negative 3, that's my positive 3, positive 1, negative 3. All 3 of those points are on the same line. It doesn't matter, you will still end up with the same line, because when I draw my line, and I'm only going to I'll connect the dots. Notice all 3 of these points are on the same line. They're on the same line. It doesn't matter whether you make it a negative 1 over positive 3 or 1 over negative 3, you're still going to get the same line. And that's the point. Yes, sir.
But you know how the 1 is on top? How come you're running with the 1?
Oh, that's what you meant. You're right. Sorry.
You're doing it wrong.
He's right. I did. Okay.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, we're all thinking the whole time. Because the 1 is on top. He was running with the 1 instead of...
Yeah, I know what I understand. I didn't know what you were saying. Something like that. All right. So, now what he meant was, okay, here's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did the run right. So you're right. Wait a minute. No. Yeah, you're right. So I should have gone over... So I go down 1. There's my negative 1. 1, 2, 3. So either it's... So there's 1. That was one of them. Or I could have gone up 1. 1, 2, 3. Or over this way. But again, same idea. you still end up with the same line. Same line. The point is whether, yeah, like that. Sorry. That happens. Okay, so on that, so we're doing the same line, but the point of this whole thing is no matter which one you use, you end up with the same line. But again, my mistake was that I did it right. Remember, one, the top is the y, bottom is the x. I reversed that last time, but you got it right this time. All right, questions? Questions?